Okay, so what I got is on a video. Do you want to pull it up?
I
You want to pull up the article?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you remember how the 2023 NCES data estimated the cost of a bachelor's degree at $104,000? Remember that?
Sure.
It's the Education Data Initiative sum up of the NCES and the BLS data from last year.
Yeah, so NCES.
National Center for Education Statistics, and then the Bureau of Labor Statistics for everyone's reference.
Yes, I
Sorry.
know what it is.
It's also a mouthful to say, and I always stumble over it. So NCES data from last year said the average cost of a bachelor's degree in the U.S. is $104,000.
Was that 2023 though?
Yes, 2023.
Okay.
And then if you go for 5 years, which most college graduates go for 5.5 years, it's $156,000 on average. The average total estimated cost with interest, lost wages, and all that stuff, because you lose out on the money you would make, that high school graduates make. You lose out on that money while you're in school. They estimated and wrapped this all up, and their total estimate for the cost was $500,000. It was $500,000.
So that's cost plus opportunity cost.
Right. So total cost, like total all in, everything that you lose, essentially. I mean, it's Vanderbilt. Okay. So I'm going to preface this with it's Vanderbilt. So obviously it's going to be expensive. But a newly admitted Vanderbilt University engineering student was quoted an all-in price of, do you want to guess how much per year they quoted this kid?
I am going to say Vanderbilt 65,750. Final answer.
That is cute. Try $98,426 per year. This kid's bachelor's degree is going to cost $400,000, and that is his initial cost. That is not his opportunity cost, which we know to be $500,000. So let's just conservatively add in his actual $500,000 cost. He's about to pay $1 million over if he takes out loans. I'm not going to do public math on like the interest for that because I don't know. I think the average interest is 8.2%. The last time I checked is average student loan debt interest. We'd have to do wages over years, but $1 million for an engineering degree. What job is he going to get that's going to pay that off? I mean, he'd have to work for, I don't know. I don't even know who he could work for.
Yeah,
He'd make enough money to pay that off.
It's the interest that would probably kill him.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That's like more than medical
depending. I
school.
mean, if he does a good job and he goes in, what kind of engineering?
I don't know. It just says engineering. It doesn't even say like the specific.
Computer science type of thing, or I mean, I don't know.
Let's check.
Like, let's just say I don't know. Doesn't matter. But let's just say that he is fortunate enough to get a job at a big company and make $500,000 a year, which puts him.
He'd have to be at a big five, right? I mean, he'd have to.
Which puts him in the 1% of earners. To be a 1% earner in the United States, you have to make $400,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I've been wrong before. So let's just say that he's fortunate. I mean, still at that level, I'm assuming that he's living in a city because those are usually the incomes that cities demand. And then if you're living in a city, you probably have a high cost of living at the same time because San Francisco, for example, I mean, there are so many people in San Francisco that make $250,000 a year, which is like in the top 10% or
Of earners.
5% of earners.
Yeah.
But they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
Because
Because California is going to take half of it from them. Yeah. By the time they're all said and done.
Well, at the same time, like a lot of it's their own fault too. Like you don't live in San Francisco.
Right.
Like you know.
But then if that's where the jobs are and that's where you're going to go to make that much money, there's that whole cost of living versus inflation and all that stuff. But you're right, because then too, so he goes there, let's say he goes there, he gets a $400,000 a year job. He's going to end up with paying over his lifetime $1 million in student loans and debt and lost wages. So he's got $400,000. Let's say California takes half off the top, right? He's at $200,000 now. And now he's $200,000 in at a major city. And then hopefully he never wants, I don't know, to buy a house or have a family or anything like that. That's gonna be tough.
You're getting dangerously close to doing a bunch of public math, which
I'm not going to do it. I'm just
against my religion.
Instead, I'm going to go over the most expensive colleges in the U.S. right now. Okay, so we have Tufts University, which is $95,000 a year. University of Southern California, which is $95,000 a year. New York University, $93,000 a year. University of Pennsylvania, $92,000 a year. And then Wesley College, $92,000 a year. Yale, $90,000, and then Boston University, $90,000 a year. I wanted to tell you that because there are people on TikTok who are like, "What are you talking about? College is not that expensive." And then, yes, it is. It is, and people just don't realize that it keeps continually going up. because they just keep raising the price and people keep paying it. So why wouldn't you?